Homeland Security and Civil Defense Corps to provide protection for schools and colleges nationwide, especially in the areas where security appears compromised. While describing the abduction of 333 students of Government Secondary School Kankara in Katsina State as another tragic chapter in the history of the country, occasioned by the criminal activities of hoodlums. According to Khan, the daring posture of the criminals on the day President Muhammadu Buhari touched down Katsina has sent a strong message to him, that the security architecture of Nigeria has been compromised under his watch. The president of Khan, Dr. Samson Ayokunle, said this in a statement by his special assistant on media and communications, Adebayo Oladeji. Coming up in a moment, APC appoints Oyegu chairman of South-South Reconciliation Committee. Details in a moment. Please stay with us.
At split seconds, there is a lot happening around us, but we can't be everywhere all the time. We've got work, families, and chores to cater to, and most importantly, time to rest. And that's why having a reliable partner like KUFM News is important. Sleeping? We don't. We work round the clock, bringing you stories as they break from Nigeria and across the world. We will stop at nothing to keep you informed, because KUFM News is all about you and stories that affect you. Politics, business, human interests, sports, entertainment, just name it. We've got you covered. KUFM News. Timely, precise, spot on.
Welcome back. It's still news break right here on 92.7 KUFM. And now talking politics, where the caretaker and extraordinary National Convention Planning Committee of the All Progressives Congress APC on Wednesday appointed Chief John Odige Oyegun as chairman of its South-South Reconciliation Committee. This was disclosed in a communique signed by the secretary of the committee and an APC chieftain from South-South, Lucky Maswe, shortly after a meeting of the party leaders from the geopolitical zone in Abuja. The communique also named other members of the committee as Lucky Maswe secretary, Chief Sonny Jackson, Dr. Marian Ali, Dr. Sam Jaja, Senator Clever Ikisipo, and Chief Emmanuel Nsan. The meeting applauds President Buhari for the tremendous work he is doing under very difficult circumstances. Consequently, a vote of confidence was passed on the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. And now to some judiciary matters, where a federal high court in Abuja has dismissed a suit that sought to void the emergence of Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu as the candidate of the All Progressives Congress APC in the last governorship election in Ondo State. The plaintiff, an APC governorship aspirant who participated in the primary but lost, Nathaniel Adojutelegon, and challenged the party's adoption of the indirect mode of primary for the selection of its candidate for the election. In a judgment on Wednesday, Justice Okon Abang upheld the arguments by the APC and Akeredolu, listed as the first and second defendants, that the suit was statute barred, having been filed outside the 14 days allowed under Section 285, subsection 9 of the Constitution for the institution of pre-election cases. Justice Abang noted that while the cause of action rose on July 17, 2020, when the APC's election committee, headed by Governor Yahaya Bello of Kogi State, announced the adoption of indirect primary, Adojutelegon chose to file his suit on August 3, 2020. The judge, who also held that part of the issues raised in the suit were not justifiable, being pre-primary matters relating to the internal affairs of the APC, proceeded to dismiss the suit. President Muhammadu Buhari has ordered the immediate opening of 4 land borders. The borders are Seme in the southwest, Ilela in Sokoto State, Maigatari in the northwest, and Ufon in the south-south. The announcement was made by the Minister of Finance at the end of the 28th Federal FEC meeting held on Wednesday. The president also directed other land borders to be opened by December 31st, 2020. Buhari had on December 8, 2020 revealed plans to reopen its land borders. He explained that the closure of the nation's land borders was part of the effort by the government to control the smuggling of weapons and drugs into the country. President Buhari stated this at a security meeting with members of the Nigeria Governors Forum (NGF) at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. Also, a gas pipeline leakage along Lagos-Ibadan Expressway has caused panic among residents of Arekpo, Magboro and other neighboring communities. The pipeline, which is located close to the Punch newspaper company, was ruptured while Julius Berger was carrying out construction works in the Arekpo area of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway on Wednesday. As of the time of this report, emergency responders have turned off the gas, stopping the leakage. Emergency responders from Lasema Response Unit, LRU, Nigeria Road Safety Corps, FRSC, the Federal Fire Service, and Nigeria Police Force are still at the scene. Meanwhile, the FRSC in a statement has advised motorists to take alternative roads. The statement, which was signed by Corridor Commander, Lagos-Ibadan Egbeda Corridor, Kehinde Hamzat, explained that the incident has led to a standstill traffic situation on both sections of the expressway. Breaking news reaching to us right now. The Court of Appeal sitting in Abuja has nullified the conviction and 7 years jail term imposed on a former spokesperson of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Olisa Metwe, by Justice Okun Abang of the Federal High Court, Abuja. A three-man panel of the court, led by Justice Stephen Ada, in a unanimous judgment, held that the proceedings of the Federal High Court leading to the conviction of Metwe and his company, Destra Investment Limited, were tainted with bias and therefore must not be allowed to stand. Justice Ada, who delivered the lead judgment on Wednesday, held that the utterances of the trial judge, Justice Okun Abang, in the course of the trial established that he was biased against the convict. The appellate court therefore ordered that trial be conducted afresh. He directed that the case file be sent back to the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court for reassignment to another judge other than Justice Abang. Justice Abang had in his judgment delivered on February 25th sentenced Metwe to 7 years imprisonment for fraudulently receiving 400 million naira from the office of the then National Security Advisor, Colonel Sambo Dasuki. Coming up in a moment on our entertainment news, Wizkid reveals he's not a big fan of awards. Details in a moment. Welcome back. Thank you so much for staying with us. You're still listening to Newsbreak on 92.7 KUFM. And now to our entertainment story, where popular Nigerian Afrobeat singer Ayodeji Balogun, aka Wizkid, has revealed that he's not a big fan of music awards. The self-acclaimed starboy and Babanla made this disclosure in a new interview with supermodel and OAP Naomi Campbell. According to the Ojuelegba Krona, awards does not define how great an artist is because it is a scheme and show organized by a company to give to people. For the Made in Lagos album owner, as long as his music touches the right people and makes them feel the right way, he is very content and that he is very satisfied, and that is his award. Nigerian singers Omale and Thames have regained freedom after 2 days in police custody in Uganda and are now with Nigerian embassy. Omale and Thames were arrested and detained at the Katwe police station in Kampala for performing at an unauthorized concert and disobeying COVID-19 protocols. But after 2 days in custody and being arraigned in court, the entertainers have been released and are ready to fly home to Nigeria. The chairman of Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabiri-Erewa, confirmed their release and also revealed that the musicians would fly out to Nigeria as soon as possible. Dabiri-Erewa, whose commission worked closely with several bodies to secure the release of the musicians in Uganda, shared photos of the singers on Twitter and confirmed that they had been released to the Nigerian mission in Uganda. She also put a call across to the parents of the singers to assure them of the safety of their children. Omale and Thames were arrested on Sunday, December 13, 2020, after performing at a venue in Kampala the previous night. And now to the news, but before we go, let's take a quick recap of the headlines. On the news this evening, we told you that Vice President Yemi Osinbajo presided over a FEC meeting. And also, the Senate have postponed passage of 2021 budget till Monday. Finally, on Newsbreak this evening, APC appoints Oyegun chairman of South-South Reconciliation Committee. Please do remember that the continued unity of Nigeria is a collective responsibility. Be sure to play your part. And do not forget you can listen to us anywhere in the world, either by visiting our website at www.kufm.net, or you can download our mobile app from the Google Play Store. Remember, we're also live on YouTube at KUFM Nigeria, and you can now listen to us anywhere in the world on radioguardian.com. KUFM Newsbreak was produced by Lebedum Asagwaram. I am God's Love Orlando saying thanks for listening and good evening. The Drive Time Show is up.